I know. Hey, everybody, how's it going?
We never know when we're live.
Yeah, we never know. I'm gonna fire our tech. Sadly, I can't do that. So, okay. No,
We just don't
we're
listen to him.
starting 2023 up, the normal way we do with the Misfits. A little miscombobulated, but we will get through this. I promise everybody. Before we start, of course, welcome back. This is our first show of 2023. And it's going to take me a moment to kind of get back in the swing of things. I just pull up my little listings of things I've got to go over this morning, evening. Goodness gracious,
it's morning somewhere.
It is morning somewhere.
To say the same thing. It's morning somewhere.
Let's see here. What do we got to go over? I've got to go over sponsorships. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Our
Breena.
sponsors. It's Breena. I don't know where she's at on the screen. Sorry. But our wonderful artist Breena does all of our characters. All of our downs come from Sirenscape. And of course, the amazing Free League Publishing for giving us not only an amazing game like the One Ring, but also offering so many giveaways that we've been providing to people throughout this journey that we've started. Our current sponsor, for this show, other than that, is also Valorhood. So for people who have wonderful beards, I've been growing mine now for almost 3 months, and finally it looks real. Before that, it just looked like scruff. And I was like,
dirt on his face.
Right, dirt on my face. Yeah.
It's like me, that's what this is.
What Phil's got.
I wasn't talking about you.
Oh, you offended someone. Fantastic. No, not really. But we have, if you want and you need beard care, hair care, you want to contribute to helping a company that is U.S. In the U.S., plant-based, all natural, loves the environment. Definitely check out Valorhood. They are an amazing company, and if you want to hear a little bit more about them, you can go on our YouTube channel and look up Tavern Talks with Valorhood, and you can hear all about the crazy things that they're doing with scents and I don't know what I'm talking about now. Sorry. But no, I use all their products. It's fantastic products, and I know a bunch of other people have used them, so go check them out. Anything else? You got to keep me on track here tonight. I am completely off kilter.
This is not
all take advantage.
I mean,
I haven't slept in 3 days, so I'm going to be even wilder than normal.
Fantastic. There we go. That's what I want to hear.
Threat level.
Yeah. With that, let's see. I think I went over everything. Could anybody think of anything I need to go over?
Not really. We do, if you wouldn't mind, take a minute and throw Gooey Cube some support. Maybe follow him on Facebook if you're not already, which most of our fan base does. But if you don't, go over and give them a look and check them out, because they're going through some stuff with the OGL issues right now. Kim, who's the owner of the company, just did a really great video on kind of some dispelling some misinformation and kind of really deciphering what is in the new OGL and taking a look at it from a marketing guy's perspective as well as a company owner. So I know that's a huge deal. We're a tabletop RPG podcast, so check it out. That's a good place to get some information. Oh yeah, and then James, give away information, how we're actually doing that.
What was that? Oh,
how are we actually doing the giveaway this week?
That I'm going to pass over to our wonderful friend, Allan.
What, Levin?
Yeah. You, giveaways, share. How are we doing it?
Talk better, Allan.
do better.
Oh Jesus, I was
Your
not
word,
prepared.
squeak.
The code
So,
word of this month is
He
penis.
doesn't ever warn people, so you should be used to that.
Yeah, so the hashtag word for today will be giveaway. Because that's the
That's an
easiest
easy
thing
one
to
right
do.
there.
And that will be for the digital code for the core rule book of the game that we are currently playing, and the one that Free League has been so gracious enough to give us codes for to give out to people. The other giveaways will be announced after the break, I believe. Those were the giveaways for the Middle Earth themed video games on Steam. We do currently have 2 winners. There still are 2 prizes still left. So if you guys want to enter that, be sure to hop onto our YouTube channel, like, subscribe, definitely leave a comment on the video that's going to be posted for this particular session. Leave comments on that. And once you do, you'll be entered in our giveaway for next week. And we still have those 2 prizes, like I said.
Fantastic. So we are normally on Twitch, but if you want to check all of our stuff out, both with Tavern Talks, Plots in Dark and Haven, and our new show, please go hop over to YouTube real fast, give us a like and a follow, or like and a subscribe, and that just helps us out a lot. And yeah, we love you for it. So that's about where we're at with that one. I think we finally went over everything. If you really, I guess the final thing is, and I think I'm the only one that knows about this, so I'm just gonna let the cat out of the bag. Well, it's new, right? If you want to hang out with me again tomorrow, I'll be on Gen Con TV and I'll be playing a dwarf. So I'm looking forward to that. I haven't played in
You
a
might
long
want to
time.
tell them what time.
Where, what time?
Gen Con TV
On Twitch.
on Twitch, and I believe it's 9:00 as well.
9 o'clock Eastern?
What time zone, James?
Eastern Standard Time.
There you go.
Hey, everybody! I don't know why. I always think everybody understands that when somebody says something, they don't say it anywhere else. It's always Eastern. But I'm a horrible person when it comes to that. So this is why I have.
You know how many different time
me.
zones I work with?
Yeah, I live in Central Standard, but I operate under Mountain Time because that's what all of my GUI Cube obligations are in.
Right, and I live in Eastern and work with people from Central and Mountain and Pacific.
And I live in Western, and my projects go from Eastern to Hilo. So
I don't even know what Hilo is, so my brain just
Hawaii.
Right over. Oh,
That's
okay.
the secret
You got it.
time zone that nobody knows about.
Top secret.
It's the sun's time zone.
It's like Arda, you know. It's
Helio.
time zone of Arda. They only have one time zone apparently. Goodness gracious, people, we are on a roll tonight. Anyway, let's start our adventure, shall we? Eric.
And they were drinking and laughing and making merry. As
I'm back. Our adventure has led us through a large amount of the northern portions of Eriador. The hobbits took their journey from Shire. They, after working with some others to help Master Baggins, they were able to acquire a map. They took the map all the way across the area to Rivendell. But before doing so, they stopped in Bree, did a unexpected doctoral visit, found out that people were getting extremely sick there, and formed all this during in Rivendell. They picked up the rest of our group from there, and Elrond informed them to go find a friend of his out in the outskirts of Bree, known as Roland. And so you head off there, you head into the marshes, you find Roland, you're attacked by these goblins that seem alive partially. Capture one after it's dead. Well, I mean, I guess not capture, but secure one and take it back to Elrond, where he informs you that this is something even he is unaware of what is happening. He then gives you guidance to head south towards Isengard to speak with the wizard Saruman and see if he can give any further insight. Finally, after the week of resting in the House of Elrond, your group of adventurers have decided to reconvene in the Great Halls around this massive ancient map of Eriador, and to kind of pencil out your journey. And that's where we can open our map. So let's see here. Oops. Where's my map? I lost the map. Hold on. It's bad when I lose the map. There it is. There's the map.
I
So,
want the little dotted line that shows our path.
I mean, we can make the little dotted line that shows the path. So
Are
right
we
now you
actually
guys are.
on Boundary? 1 second.
I mean, it could be. Like I said, guys, we're on a special kind tonight. Yes, please.
Apparently, we had a very good time on the holidays.
We did.
We did.
I just very rarely
We're
look at
still
things.
apparently having a good time.
Hey, that's part of the thing,
Well,
right?
It's kind of
Supposed to
a
be having
holiday
a
for
holiday.
some folks.
Truth. All
I
right,
don't have to
so
work tomorrow.
your party is here in Rivendell. Your goal is to find a way towards Isengard, which is south of Tharbad. There are multiple ways that Elrond has informed you can reach. The easiest he stated was probably taking the Brunnen River down to Tharbad, but he also informed you that you can take the mountain or the land of Eregion down through and then kind of coast along the mountain range. Now everybody has access to this, so I just kind of need somebody to draw me whoever's our guide kind of needs to draw out where they're heading. So
I vote we take a boat.
I don't think that was an option.
I mean, it was an
Well,
option.
how are we supposed to go down the river? In a
Walk
barrel?
beside it.
In
I
a
mean, you could ride
collection of
beside it
barrels.
too. And you could take a couple small river boats down.
That is not my decision. That's not my job.
So who is our guide for this?
I would
Dude.
assume the ranger or the elf.
So for people who
Typically
have
the
never
ranger, because
played,
the elf doesn't live here normally.
yeah.
Well,
So for people who have
the
never
guide
played
should
the
be
One Ring,
well
So-
the
versed
guide
in
should be
travel.
somebody that has very, very good travel.
That would be
Doesn't have to
Elondir.
be, but
I have 0 pips. So well,
Dang.
technically 1 because I have a piece of gear that helps me.
and this is a good way. This is a good time for us to decide what the other sections of the journey path you guys will take. So who's going to be the guide, who's going to be the hunters, who's going to be the scouts, and who's going to be the lookouts. But there has to be at least one guide.
Elondir, he's the one that knows the area.
Yeah,
All right.
perfectly makes sense.
So
for me
tag,
to
you're
do
it.
that. I mean,
Tag.
my roles have always been
Got it.
horrible. but I'll do
Right
it.
here, I'll do it with 0 pips.
we're gonna let Matt roll for everybody.
I rolled a Gandalf room.
There we go.
Like
That's
I
what
said.
Of course, you're rolling for all of us from now on.
Everybody's
Yes.
yeah.
On 1 dice. I'll make all the rolls with no skills. No, I'm not actually the guide, though.
I'm giving up this whole game. I'm done with you all. No, I'm kidding.
James, you done screwed up. Now I don't have 20 options to roll. I only have 12.
Right? I know.
Yeah, but Elondir, who's good at who's going to be the hunters?
So
That would be
you need to have a
Well,
high.
if I can roll worse shit, I would typically be the hunter.
Well, I have 0 pips in that. So
Hunting, I'm good
Nighbird.
with.
I have 3.
I have 2, but I've got
But you need to be the
advantage.
guide because you
But
know where
need
we
to be
are.
the guy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be the guide. I'll be the guide.
You're the only one.
Technically,
who's been
role
here
playing space.
before.
It makes sense. Yes.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, we just need to figure out who everybody else is doing. So we have the lookout who is good with awareness. You
I
have
have
the
2
scout
pips
who's
in
good with
awareness.
the scout who's good at explore, and the hunter who is good at hunting.
I have equal ranks in awareness and hunting.
Which one?
I have
do you
2
want to
pips in
be?
awareness and none in any of those other skills.
I'm
So I
good
guess you're
in
going
awareness,
lookout,
but I'm
Ferdinand.
favored in awareness.
No, I'm not favored in awareness, so you've got it better than I do.
Oh,
But somebody has to be explorer, and I have 0 pips in explore as well.
thing.
I have 1 in exploring. Designed for combat, not for exploring.
Damn it,
Right.
Jim! I'm a doctor, not an explorer.
Hey, could be a bricklayer.
Okay, so that means we're gonna have.
So does anyone have exploring?
No.
I'm good in all of these skills,
You have to be the guide.
but I have to be the guide.
Be the guy.
You're the guy.
Okay, I could do awareness, hunting, or exploring because I have decent pips and favored in all 3. So
What do you have for explore or hunting?
hunting and awareness, 3 pips. Oh,
No,
elf,
man.
archon.
I have 2
Fire
in
twin.
hunting, 2 in awareness, but I'm favored in awareness, and I only have 1 for exploring.
So then we should have the Nighbird be explorer, the ranger be the guide.
Okay.
You might have to do hunting because neither me nor my niece here can do anything but watch.
I can be real sneaky, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'm great at sneaking.
Yeah, real good at it.
I'm good at lancing like boils and stuff if you need that.
Take care of your blisters.
Yeah.
All right. So as you all have decided your jobs for the journey, now we got to decide where we're heading. So are
When
we
we
just
get
going
Roland
straight
back-
down the river, or you have an
When we
Guide?
get Roland back, we'll be in better shape. You can go back on awareness because I'm sure he's good at hunting, but just this time, holy crap. Maybe we should put some points into that, except I just spent all of my points.
All right, so you can either go into Foundry and grab the freehand tool, and you can draw where your path is going to be, or I can. So it's up to you. That way we can show everybody on the map.
I think we'll just head down the river. So if
You
you
just
want to.
go all the way down the river to Tharbad, unless you stop somewhere, which is fine. Okay. So while you are figuring out where everybody's heading, what the direction is, all of that, we're going to kind of take a step back. And the reason we're doing this is because we're at episode 4, and our party has gained some skills. And I'm going to let them tell you exactly what each of them has put their skills in, and a little bit of a narrative on how they did. So, Orangeblossom, did you do any?
Yes, I took a point in healing because of being Uncle's apprentice. I have learned some things over these journeys. And I increased my wisdom, which gave me a reward. So after bravely assisting in slaying a troll, I imagine that Orangeblossom was rewarded with a keen short sword. It's actually an elven dagger, but it works
dagger,
as a
yeah.
short sword.
Yeah, I was gonna. It's an elven kitchen knife. You know, it's okay.
You remember when James told me that troll didn't have any pockets? Turns out he was wrong. He did have a pocket. In that pocket was a cool sword.
No, he had no pockets.
Well, then where did this knife come from, James?
Prison wallet.
He was. What was that? Where did the knife come from? She just said she got it from the elves.
The elves gave it to me for being a brave youngin.
That's what she tells. That's what she tells everybody. But really, she found it in that troll's butt.
Listen, it was an exploratory surgery. I figured I might as well get some experience. Found a sword in there.
Found a sword in there. Who would have known? All right, and then moving on to Ferdinand.
Yes, I leveled up wisdom because I'm having to be a little bit more careful about. I was a reckless youth, but having to be a little bit more careful now that I have Orangeblossom traveling with me. And with that, after the encounter with the troll, I figured out how to hide behind the elf, who agreed to bravely / stupidly be in the front line because he didn't have any choice. And so I took, as a virtue, small folk, which lets me be rearward even if there's only one person in close combat.
Very neat. All right. And that brings us to Elondir. Did you take it?
I learned absolutely nothing in my journeys.
Okay. He's gonna hold on to his points. Got it. All right. Achreon?
Being around the group has made him a bit more confident in dealing with outsiders. So he's got another pip in persuading, being able to talk to people and being a little bit more confident with that, and also being around Elondir a bit more and how rangers operate and how they walk and move. He's gotten a little more confident in being more just physically imposing, so he has a boosted awe. And
Right.
after dealing with a bit more of the shadow, he's taken a point in wisdom and has picked up elvish dreams. So going more into his background, his history of being an elf, and should be able to heal better while sleeping or resting. He's taken on a bit more meditation techniques to go back on his heritage and learn how to just rediscover himself as being an elf and not just who he's trying to be.
All right.
Oh, James, for those watching, there was one thing else that small folk added. I have +2 parry because I can use big people as extra shielding.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna hide behind this big guy over here.
Yep.
You know, with Roland, we could all hide behind him.
Yeah.
All right, and then finally the Nighbird.
So she's finally, gotten out of her little insular village. It was just necessary. And being around these fancy elves, she's learned a little bit more courtesy. The edges are getting a little smoothed over. And a little bit of insight and a little bit of lore. Although what's really interested her is that she's been learning the bow.
All right.
Archon's kind of being like, I can teach you this if you teach me that kind of thing. And so she's been learning the bow anyway.
Goes for your, I would say goes for your hunting, but you chose not to do hunting. So I'm guessing it's because his bow is better.
Well, as long as Matt rolls for me, I'll be fine.
As Matt rolls for anybody, it seems like you'll be fine.
Yes.
He's gonna roll again and be like, and get over him. Jesus. All right. So as you all have taken the week to kind of reinvigorate yourselves and prepare for your journey, Lord Elrond meets you towards the edge of the river, right outside of Rivendell. Wishes you a wonderful journey and safe journey. And the elves have provided you with 3 small river boats. Be the easiest way to put that. Canoes, you might be a little too small for, and you slowly but surely push off of the side of land and head down the coast of, or the little river, the Bruinen. With that, I need to have our guide make his first check.
Travel?
Yes.
Yes. That would be Elondir. So you're gonna make a travel check.
An Eye of Sauron is good, right?
Oh my god.
And I failed my travel check.
Yeah, you failed your travel check immediately. All right. So with that,
So now we're swimming.
So let me just verify, and I'm kind of going to move through this slowly tonight because of the fact that we're regathering our bearing with the rules, and we've got some new friends here watching. So I want to kind of let everybody understand how the thing works. So based on the rules, it states that events take place in certain spots to determine exactly where the guide has to make a travel check. As soon as the journey starts, you would take the travel roll. If the travel fails, you only get one hex away from your journey before something would happen. So with a considerably extreme failure or great fail, you barely get off down the river just far enough to not see the elves standing at the edge watching you leave before you feel a bit of water starting to peek through one of the boats. The specific boat is the front boat. So whoever is in our front boat, including Elondir, you are starting to take on water. So, what would you like to do?
I just want to say that
challenge real quick.
I'm a very experienced ranger. You can trust me as your guide.
Why didn't you check the boats before we left?
It was perfectly fine.
Never been in a boat before.
Dropped the boat.
I would assume that's the
rock.
standard order of operations to check the boat first.
You're slowly starting to watch the 2 boats behind it are slowly watching the boat just decrease into the water.
What do we do?
I'm totally Jack Sparrow from the rest of this campaign.
It's the worst ranger I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of it.
I've heard of him. Yeah. Actually, I've never heard of him.
So
is there anything you want to try to do?
Can I do a crafting check to try and get whatever I can to try to fix the
What
bottom
are-
of the boat.
You are welcome to try, but my question is, what are you using?
Okay, so what are these?
You got a wine bottle with a cork in it?
One of you might.
Why don't you just shove a shirt in the hole?
I'm gonna try to like first stuff the hole with like something to just at least slow down the water coming in so I can find scraps around somewhere.
So you're going to hear Ferdinand yell out, and then you're just going to pull out
Stuff a shirt.
some shirt out of your bag, out of your bedroll, and try to shove it in the hole. So give me a crafting check.
Okay, so while he's
I got-
doing that, we're in 2 boats?
3 altogether.
3? There's only 5 of us.
Okay, 2. That's all you get. 2. I was going to give you 3.
I'm
Fuck your extra boat, James.
because I want to know who's in each boat.
That was what I was
I'm
trying
with
to decide.
you.
That's a 16, which
Me
beats
and the hobbit?
beats my strength
Yeah,
again.
clearly
and
it's
it's a-
us.
I'm guessing you and the 2
extra
hobbits
success.
are in one boat, and then Elondir and Achreon are in the other boat. Because otherwise, he wouldn't be able to plug the hole. So,
he made a success, James.
oh, you made the success! Fantastic.
Yeah,
so
16. And I have an extra success. I have a 6.
extra success. Okay, so not only do you patch it to the point where the water is slowly, it seems that you've kind of pushed it in
Melted
far
some
enough.
wax over it.
There you go. Continue to use your ingenuity to seal it, where the water is no longer. And now you've only got about a quarter of an inch of water just sitting at the bottom of the boat to keep your feet soggy.
It's perfectly fine. This is normal.
Take your cup, scoop it over the side.
So, for the next about hour or so, the 3 of you on the other boat are just watching these 2 taking small cups and slowly scooping water down.
Why don't we just pull over to the side and dump the water out of these boats?
This is funnier.
There's too much time.
Seems like this is taking way longer.
I mean, technically, you're still moving. It's just it's slow.
Well, at least everyone's okay. You guys all right over there?
I'm
You
just
just-
rowing.
Good.
I'm too embarrassed. I'm just like, mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm just shaking my head behind him, like, are you kidding me? And I'm
Well, you know what they
going-
say? Communication is the key to teamwork, and you 2 are saying fuck all. So you're going well.
They're trying to be Geralt.
Apparently.
They're trying to out edgelord each other.
Meanwhile, just pet and squeak. Like, oh, this is what happens on the river. All right, this is fine.
I've
All
pulled
right.
out one of my luxury items and have a tea set that I'm just
On the boat.
As long as it's cold tea.
yeah. It's a steeping bag. It's fine. Yes.
So as you watching one of you going, the first boat is frantically, scooping water out of cups and tossing it overboard. The other 3 are sitting comfortably in their second boat, sipping a nice cup of tea. Wow. And they even have a friend with them, as Orangeblossom's little squirrel is.
Four decisions were
with
made
us.
today.
What?
4
Two
decisions were
friends.
made.
Yep. Friends.
Visions were
2
made.
friends. I have my hound too.
Yep. There's
That's
a
right.
dog.
And the hound. There's quite a large crew on the other boat, but thankfully most of them are small.
Yeah, I mean, it's the one with
And
the
dry.
2 of us that's sinking.
Yeah, and the other group that's just slowly sinking.
I have my hound too.
Aw. All right. So as you continue to push down the river, we're going to pull our map back up. Or I'm going to pull the map back up. We're going to move us where you are about at. Now, at this point, you didn't get very far before trouble had already stirred. And you can see on both sides the tree line is starting to slowly diminish. And you're starting to head into what seems to be low grassland, some hill to the distance, and then off to the side you can see the massive mountains range that just kind of lingers off in the distance. Let's do another travel roll. Let's see if we can get a little farther this time, shall we?
Do we have like any kind of inspiration we can throw?
You can use hope.
You can use hope. And who's our hope tracker?
What do you mean?
Who would like to be the hope tracker?
What does that mean? Don't we have
Person
individual
tracks
hope?
the hope.
Individual.
Hope is based off of the company.
What?
Huh?
They have an individual hope.
Not for
We
me.
all have a hope score,
Mhm.
along with an endurance and a parry score.
Yeah.
Okay, then I read something wrong. But I swore it said that was part of the crew.
Or it could be like a fellowship thing because I know.
Recovering
Yeah.
hope is part
It's
of
the,
fellowship.
the fellowship points, something like that, are a team unit thing.
This is why we learn games.
This is how we learn.
This is how we learn.
After the mess from last time, I am just hoping that I will have better luck. And my hope paid off.
Yes.
And what did you get?
I got 19.
19. Any runes?
No runes, just
No
all straight
runes.
numbers.
So, that's not what I
Just
wanted.
scraping by.
Yep, just slowly traveling down the river. And the current is starting to pick up. And you can see a small cropping of forest that kind of off into the right side of the boat. Coming up on your... On the left side, however, probably about 100 feet or so from where, as you're coasting down the river, you see a very, well, from some of you see a hobbit. And a hobbit lady who has this really frizzy looking red hair and a very simple outfit on. And she seems to be, it looks like she might be washing clothes in the river. But you guys are closing in quickly.
There's no hobbits in these parts, are there?
I didn't think so.
This seems to be some sort of trickery. Surely. I don't trust it.
What self-respecting hobbit would be out here?
Ooh.
Well, it's less about the self-respect and more about we're in the middle of the wilderness, and it's not
my
normally a
point.
place for hobbits.
I know.
Let's just try to go by, maybe, but keep our defenses up just in case.
All right, so
I'm
slowly you
still
get
paddling.
closer and closer. Yep, paddling slowly. You get closer and closer, and you get to the point where she kind of looks up and goes, "Oh, please, can you come here, please?"
Who are
The boat stop.
I
Who are you?
apologize. Oh, my name. I mean, oh, you're hobbits.
Indeed.
I'm Garnet Store.
I run that name through the database.
Go for it, man. Give me a knowledge check.
What is knowledge?
Let me look. Let's see here.
That'd be lore.
give me, yeah.
Oh.
Real good at lore. It's, let's see, that's 13. 17. Which
Is that
is, yeah, it's a success.
okay? You have, so there's rumor that there were hobbits that came out of the mountains years ago that did not go all the way to the Shire. Specifically, when she said the last name, it caught your attention because that clan stayed you've never heard that specific clan at the Shire.
Interesting. Yes, I've heard of your people before. Yes, do you guys mind if we pull over and see if she needs anything? If we can be of assistance?
I turn on my blinker. No, I'm taking.
I just yell back,
Hold on.
sure. I take my boot and I dump all the water out of it.
Oh, seems you might have taken a little water on.
Yes, our ranger has most excellently prepared our boats, but it seems that we were sabotaged by nature.
Oh, well, I know everything about sabotage by nature. It's kind of
Oh,
why I need your help.
okay.
So, I was washing clothes, and the last time I headed back to the wheel was broken, and I really need some help. And we live quite a ways away from here, and I was just hoping somebody would be around this area. I wasn't expecting anybody to come down the river, but some of the larger folk they hunt in this area, and I thought maybe somebody could help me patch up a wheel or something.
Are any of you Cartwrights, Wainwrights, wheelwrights, carpenters, anything of that sort? Do we have any of those?
I just look at the hole that was in the boat.
Have you tried stuffing a shirt in your wheel? I suppose we could take a look at it and just. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do, but you never know.
If you would, it would be fantastic.
You're not leading us into some sort of weird ambush or something, are you?
Of course not.
You're not like
Why
a
would I
weird
do
goblin
that?
or something.
No.
God.
Well,
Can I roll insight? Although I have really great luck today.
If you couldn't tell, I'm also rolling an insight on it.
Sure, you two can roll me an insight.
I can't fix boats, but damn it, I'm good at insight. 8 plus 9 is 17 with 1 success.
Right? The other?
I don't think you even have to ask me.
Not enough!
Not enough.
Is this a goblin in a hobbit costume?
It is not a goblin in a hobbit costume. But she does seem skittish and nervous.
Now, does she seem nervous in that she's like worried that she's going to be discovered, or does she seem like she's maybe being pressured into doing something? Does she seem more scared or nervous, I guess?
Scared.
Okay. Ranger, what sort of danger should we worry about in these parts? What sort of beasties roam these woods?
Oh, it could be lots of different things, lots of wild animals. I mean, with all the stuff that we've seen, it could be anything. It could be
Right.
trolls or orcs.
Could be anything. That has expanded my knowledge of the situation considerably from before I asked the question. I'm glad you're around. Good job,
Happy to
young
help.
man. Yes.
The shade.
The great ranger at your side.
Yes. Very much. Right. Well, I suppose if anything could be around the corner, we might as well have our weapons drawn to defend the lady if something were to happen.
I do have a question though. She bared all of this hazardous danger to come out here for laundry.
It's bore. Bore is the word you're looking for.
Go?
Bore. She didn't bad.
Oh.
She bore.
I mean, I'm kind of bored with this situation, but she can't bear to see the truth. Why would she go and do laundry in the middle of this?
Some people just have a need to clean.
Sometimes it
Those
helps
she's
the stress.
compulsively cleaning out here.
What do you mean? What would I be cleaning? Cleaning this? And she points to like the load of laundry that's sitting next to the next to the river.
Sometimes you just have to have clean clothes.
I'll walk over to the elf. Don't look at the lady's underpants, you cad.
I mean, you cannot see. They're large. Did you not see?
Oh my God, dear
Excuse
Lord,
me?
what is wrong with you?
Goodness.
Have you
First
been
off,
outside before?
I'm quite a small folk compared to you.
And you are, but your underpants. Never mind. Forget it.
Listen, lady,
Oh, rude.
what's really going on here?
Quit looking at the woman's skivvies.
I
It
don't
seems
understand
she held
what
them
is
up.
happening.
There seems to be something more than you're telling us, dear lady, and I wish that you were just out with it so that we could help you deal with it. You know,
And she,
people who withhold information.
Darts. She like
there she
darts
goes.
off.
Elf, chase her down.
As you say that, I run after.
I'm on her ass. I'm hauling.
She's got little legs. She can't go very far.
Hell, I can't. Let's see here. Let's do some rolls for this because it's fun and I like to see people fail
Oh,
and it makes me
gosh.
laugh.
Oh, Ferdinand is not running.
Exactly. So since you're not running, at least I know this could be a failure and it'd be funny. Let's put either
The ranger
I guess
face
we'll go with
plants.
rangers. Both rangers roll me athletics to run after the hobbit.
Oh, this is
Her
gonna be
little
good.
legs.
We are clearly absolutely feral tonight.
Oh, I have that's a 22. So I passed definitely, and I have 2 successes to 2 6s.
It is just a hobbit. Not very fast.
He's always very enthusiastic.
You just
And
run her
Elondir?
over.
Do I have to ask?
No, you don't have to ask.
Did you trip?
I must have.
He face planted.
Did you at least succeed?
You know,
I got distracted.
It's the difference.
Succeeds.
It's the false start from football, right? It's one of them just takes off, the other one's still waiting back, trying to figure out what happened.
Achreon hits her so hard that she
I
just
didn't
snaps her
realize
neck.
that the
Yeah,
I was like-
Achreon
Ferdinand
runs,
murdered.
bolts at her, tackles her, and you just watch this. What? First the skivvies and now this.
I roll up with both of my daggers. What are you hiding behind your large underpants?
What is wrong with you?
You said chase her
Archon.
down.
Extra aggressive.
I don't
You
know.
said chase her down. What do you
Yeah,
want from me?
but I didn't say
Pick
pull
one.
knives on the defenseless, unarmed woman and then make fun of her,
A third
her
of your
giant
size.
ass.
I mean nothing.
How do we know that she's innocent in this situation? She ran without explaining
Because she
anything.
hasn't done anything. That's what innocence is. We don't know that she's done anything at all.
Guilty
other than
until
wash her
proven
giant
innocent.
underpants.
That's how this works.
She's like trying to swallow without getting the dagger cut against it.
Listen, lady, just tell us what's really going on here.
I can't.
Well, it doesn't seem that you have a lot of choice.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps we can make things better if you just tell us what's going on.
A small group of orcs came in about a week or so ago and took over the town.
Okay.
Took my parents hostage.
Okay.
They sent me out and they told me as long as I could find, travelers.
It's supposed to be bait.
Yes.
They don't. That seems to be a very orcish plan of just playing random odds for little or no reward. That seems very fitting. Well, perhaps we can go back. How many were there?
Oh, I think they have 5 watching the cart,
Okay.
and there's a good dozen or so.
Well, I mean-
back at the village.
I mean, we killed a troll just
We
mere days
That's
ago.
all rules.
Can I? Can you take the dagger?
Yes, can you stop being a psychopath for a moment?
Who's a psychopath?
Just relax. It's going to be fine.
I finally catch up. What did I miss?
How
Too
are
much
you
blood.
guys
Glad to
not
have your
getting
back,
it?
Am I
brother.
hurt?
Good
Whoa,
job.
I don't-
Starts getting like
Just
tears
in
are
case
coming
she was
down
out of
her-
control.
Are you sure you didn't get any of that stuff on you? You seem to be having some problems here, Elondir.
Oh, shit, he's infected. We've got to put him down.
Are you infected?
What
Hey,
is your
hold-
problem?
I haven't been able to run as well since taking that old Toby a couple of weeks ago. So, it's done
If it's
terrible things to my lungs.
yeah,
Seriously though, I can barely breathe this.
Oh,
What's
no.
on me?
You're suffocating her. Get off of her.
All right. And I just like step off and I like help her up to her feet.
Okay,
Get
well, you
off of
guys,
me.
well, listen, hey, relax. Everybody relax.
You started this.
So, are we going to go kill these orcs, or are we moving on? How do we want to handle this? I feel like we have to kill these orcs.
Well, now I'm in the mood to kill something because she started my.
That's really weird. You should address the like weird homicidal rage that you have.
I don't have homicidal rage. It's just I've been getting a lot of protein lately.
I'm a doctor and I don't understand. That's pertinent to literally anything.
I think there's something a little extra in that protein.
Are you on the roids? Are you cranking the roids?
What?
Yes,
No,
lady,
they told
we
me to
will.
come travelers, but I didn't think I was going to get these. Ooh.
Well, look, it's going to be fine. We're going to help you out. If you help us sneak up on their encampment, then we'll just kill them all and everything will be better.
That's if you don't lure us into a trap first.
Holy shit, turn it down.
Why?
I could
Hey.
try to explore ahead a little bit and
This is
Look
why
around.
everyone hates Mirkwood.
so aggressive.
Oh, we found some hobbits. Quick, let's lock them in jail for no reason.
it's goblin-y behavior.
Goblin-y behavior. I would say near identical behavior to goblins when confronted with hobbits.
Did you? Where did you find this lunatic?
I don't know.
The Mirkwood.
He's a Mirkwood. He's a good guy. He's going through some
little-
stuff right now.
He's a little high-strung right now.
Yeah, he's
Listen, there's a lot going on. There's a disease. I was injured. You didn't answer our questions. You started running. I thought you were prey. I apologize. I apologize.
prey. Aren't elves vegetarian?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Oh.
Ahem.
Dear Lord. Anyway,
Gonna go
Moving
through
on.
real fast and make sure we are not in a point of oh, we are. I need
That doesn't sound
Hey.
good.
I need you to give me a wits roll, please. A shadow roll.
the shadow
Ooh,
roll. How do we
everybody?
do that?
So that's gonna be your wits TN. And you're gonna use your wisdom.
Is that
For
all of
everyone?
us or just
No, it's specifically Archeon.
Oh, well, shit. I have wisdom.
perfect?
So he's rolling it, but remind the rest of us which die that is.
The So it's the same set of dice that you would use for everything else. It's just going to be your wisdom number is going to be the amount of extra die you would have on top of the 12-sided die. And
Okay, so I have.
And it's against your wits TN.
That's a 15, which beats my wits, which is a 14, and I have a 6 for 1 success.
Okay. Thankfully, because you succeeded, you canceled the effect of the shadow test because of the misdeed that you did. Just a heads up for people: misdeeds. Shadow test can be activated for anyone that is greedy, does a misdeed, sees dread, or
Is a little over aggressive.
Connected to madness.
You're supposed to be on my side.
You did a violent.
I am
threat,
on your side.
and it was heedlessly cruel. So yes, you activated your shadow point, or the shadow roll.
There will be no ashholelessness in Middle Earth without the shadow.
I'll be channeling any Sean Bean here, okay? You know what happened to him?
Oh god!
We're always happy.
Every movie, yes.
You're gonna get fucking Boromired, bro. Camera zooms
right.
back. It's just Ferdinand shooting 1,000.
So what I can tell you is that they'll be in the woods nearby, but I can't say exactly where. They just kind of ambush. They jump the cart once I bring them back.
Well,
I have an idea.
yeah, you guys are combat people. What do you got?
Bring the trap.
Let's bring the trap.
Yes, let our
But that
aggressive
means I have to lead one of you to the cart.
fire twin. You should go with her.
Hang on. So our brilliant plan
Fine, I will go.
is to just walk blindly in through the trap.
And the rest of us will stay out here.
Okay.
And help them with our weapons.
No, I don't really know who you all are, but reason you were coming down the river with no gear, no supplies or anything.
Oh, that's probably because our ranger didn't know what we needed. Unfortunately, we're all learning together, you see.
Maybe
We all have
this
our
is not a good
travel packs.
idea.
No, it's going to be fine.
And our weapons.
Truthfully, I believe that maybe if I give, not to be rude or anything, but maybe if I give the orcs or you to the orcs, they might beat me for it.
Well, no, we're just going to kill them.
The plan is you take him in.
But you just gotta walk in.
No, I'm not.
Not all
No,
of us.
absolutely not.
Just him.
Neither my niece
Absolutely
nor
not.
I will be walking into the trap.
Well, at least I know someone in this here place has a brain. Must be a hobbit thing. Tall people must.
Well, now that's
the
a little
higher you go
racist.
up.
So,
Well, is it the air? Is that what
No,
it
it's
is?
just
There's
they're-
not as much air up there.
No,
Not
they're
as much
just young.
oxygen.
I kind of lean all the way down. Do you really want to use words like that at this very moment?
just when he does that, just very gently, just push the back of one of his knees. Now, now, there's no sense for that. Let's
Okay.
all relax.
All in good fun. All in good fun. So the plan is again.
Kill the orcs.
Okay,
Well,
well,
the orcs.
when we're deciding who goes into the trap, maybe the people who are better with swords go into the trap. And then
I'm good
everyone
with
with bows
swords.
stays back. No, you're decidedly probably not very good with swords right now.
Kill the troll.
Well, that was mainly me shooting it with a bow. If you're going to be
It's not your confidence. It's each of your
Completely
arm we're a
honest.
little concerned about.
It's mainly me and the elf doing a shit ton of damage to that thing. But indeed, if you were to give yourself a number of points out of 6, how many points out of 6 good at sword are you? 2. All right. Well,
Dude.
that's better than me. So who wants to wander in there? And who wants to bow?
I'm wondering.
I
Okay.
excel at the bow, but I will walk in if I have
Elondir
to.
figures, I can't roll worth shit, so I might as well.
I may as well be the bait.
I would say as many elven bows as we can keep in the woods, the better. But I'm not the combat strategist.
That kind of narrows it down to me.
Well,
If you're keeping elven bows and bows in general in the woods.
right, but the ranger should be good at a little bit of everything.
Oh.
And I think
I'm
the
everywhere.
barbarian is decidedly good at that kind of thing.
Not to be rude, if I don't bring somebody back soon, they're going to come looking.
Well, look, I don't care who goes. Let's just people who are good with bows maybe stay here, and we'll do the sneaking. And I will say that Orangeblossom, you can go in if you wish, but sneaking is more of a hobbit strong suit than.
I am good at sneaking.
Yes.
Go be a burglar.
How about
I'd
the
be
elf?
delighted to.
And I am exceptional at sneaking.
How about Achreon, me, and Orangeblossom go to the woods, and the 2 of you go into the camp?
Okay.
Right.
So who am I walking into the?
I just pull out my sword.
Probably not.
Probably not that.
Make it feel like you're-
Maybe this is why our
Yes.
boat has a hole in it.
Okay. Right. So I'm taking the ranger into the cart, and he's gonna get jumped, and then you all are going to jump them,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Yes.
sure.
Of course.
All right.
Along with our dog and squirrel.
Along with our
I'm not even
dog
gonna
and
ask.
squirrel.
For God's sake.
Not even going to ask. All right. And she kind of grabs this like hood that's around and puts it up over her head and starts walking towards the cart with you. You might want to put that away. Might give away something.
I sheath it.
Elondir, do not light the old Toby right now. Not a good idea, my friend.
All right. The rest of you.
I'm like, I don't know
let's-
if you saw that Viva Dirt League video about the healer DPS, where they're like, "Are you
Yes.
going to heal us?" And he's like, "That's what I do." Like,
Maybe. For the rest of you,
No.
please give me a stealth.
Okay.
Let's see how well this plan goes off.
Oh, hell yes.
Well, I barely beat my number, so we're good,
What?
but barely.
But you beat it.
Yep.
And apparently, Achreon has amazing stealth because he just vanishes off the screen.
Yes. My stealth was a Gandalf rune,
Oh my!
which is what it's a 12.
It's an
12.
automatic success.
A 12 plus that's
No, you've got a Gandalf rune. Your success.
He just wants to know
Yeah.
the number, though, just for funsies.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the
Oh.
number for fun.
He's doing math rocks.
So that is.
Math
Oh my god! What the hell?
Orangeblossom. While he's figuring
That's a
out numbers.
28,
Okay. Did you
and I
get
have an
any-
extra success. I have one
Okay,
extra
so-
success.
If somebody fails, he can give
No,
you
they don't.
that to
We don't.
succeed.
We're good.
Success, 19.
We all have at least 3 dice in this.
and
so-
Nighbird.
Yup.
I actually have an 18 with
Look
two
at
of
you
those
all
little.
go.
Let's
fancy
go.
Oh, with
So
2
as
successes.
you
That's great.
all vanish into the woods to kind of keep an eye on everything,
Ranger trips.
the ranger is walking into a clearing where a cart is sitting kind of off kilter a bit and a wheel is broken there. There's some bags that are kind of tossed in the top of the cart. She's okay. And you can see her kind of like getting very hesitant.
Okay. I start walking toward the cart.
Okay. As you do, you see the rest of you, because you're spotted as round. Let's pull up our map and I'll show you exactly what you see. So here's our little cart. That I'm guessing nobody can see because I didn't set the lighting right.
No, I
One
can see
second.
it.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Everybody can see now. All right, so let's pull. Elondir is here. Zoom in a little bit. Well, actually, can't too much. And then we've got one. No, Elondir. York. My work has vanished. Heck. No. Not cool at all. Anyways, orc. There's another one that you noticed in this bushes over here. There's another one here. And there is the like sneaky orc who's underneath the cart. And a fourth one there. So when you guys are coming in, you're coming in from the southwest, kind of towards, just for people so they know, she kind of came in that way. So where do you? So I'm gonna put your guys' token, everybody's token up. That way you can.
My token is a square.
I see that. I don't know why your token's acting up. And Archeon, I don't have your token. Why don't I have your token? Oh, because you weren't here last week. You're gonna have to play that one right there. So you can play Austin's character for the token. Ownership. Let me give. Why don't I see? Everybody's getting another. Time for this crap. Let's see here. Can you move that character?
I cannot.
I can.
Okay. Who can't move that? Can you move that character, Archeon?
I cannot move anything.
You're not Archeon.
What character?
Roland.
I am blind.
Bottom
No,
left of the
I
screen.
can't move my character, James.
Weird. Okay, hold on.
I can move him.
Let's get characters working. Orangeblossom, can you move yours?
I can move everybody.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because you all are in as GMs, so somebody set you up interestingly.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Let me just go
Weird.
ahead and delete all these enemies then.
We are victorious
Probably
with our
why
psychic
we're
powers.
fierce.
My orc vanished. All right, so that's why my orcs were vanishing, probably. Oh well. Let's see here. So yeah, so I need everybody to kind of set up where they're at in this area. And I will say you can almost get to the point where anything on the southern portion and the western side you can be at, because even if you're close to that one, that orc there, with everybody's stealth roll, you'd be able to see that one with ease. And then where did I put
Are you
Elondir?
following me, Orangeblossom?
Orangeblossom has found a new friend
Elondir
and
fell.
gets
Elondir, you're right
attached.
there. Yeah, so I would say about there,
Alright.
Elondir, she would take you, and you can. I mean, you're actually kind of like walking that direction. about this point, I need you to roll me a awareness, please.
Awareness.
Yes.
All right.
We got our fingers crossed for you.
He's definitely gonna fail.
I'm not aware of
Wow.
anything. Okay, let's see. Oh, I passed this time.
Hey!
Yay!
Look at that.
Yeah.
Right. So as you start to get closer, you can see the movement of kind of this very skinny looking orc with almost like a leather cap on, and he's got a dagger ready, and he's getting ready to jump. Like, looks like as soon as you get close enough, he's going to jump out at you. And she goes, "Okay, so on the other side is where the wheel is. We just got to lift it up a little bit, and then we got to see how to patch the wheel. And you said you were good at patching wheels, so." And you can see she's just trying not to give away the fact that you two know that they know what's going on. So how do you want to initiate this? Or do you want to, or do one of you go off the hinge early before that happens?
I'm gonna head to the wheel where she said that it was broken and make it look like I'm trying to do something with it, but I'm actually gonna have my one hand on the hilt of my sword.
Okay.
I have
at
my
that
bow
point,
ready for the first person that jumps out.
Okay. So at that point, you head over around the wheelbarrow. You see him looking, and he waits for you just to see the boot, and you watch him jump out at you, dagger ready, and at that point, the rest of them start to converse towards, you start to just see them run at Elondir. And this is where combat would start. So before we start anything, all of our outside people would have the opportunity to do one volley.
Oh yeah.
So that's since you
I'm gonna
planned
shoot
this.
that nerd.
Which one are we shooting?
The one that's closest.
Okay. So as he darts out of the bushes in the woods and starts running towards. And normally this would go with people having close combat and then far combat, but everybody is going to be initiating against Elondir until something happens. Of course.
20, but no pierce. But that's
20, but
a
no
hit.
pierce.
Yes.
Okay, and then that puts us at. Let me see here. So, and how much endurance is that then?
3.
3. All right. So immediately, well, we'll go through and we'll tell once that everybody's went. Nighbird.
Is it possible to shoot the guy that's jumping after Elondir?
Anybody that has a ranged item can use their ranged weapon for a volley before even combat starts.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give it a go.
You've got this. Orangeblossom says, whispers with her sword.
I
Can't do
have
anything.
a 15 with a D6 with a little squirrely thing on it.
Okay.
Hey.
So since this is the first time we've done combat in a while, I'm going to pull up the combat rules just to make sure. There are things
Appreciate
that those will help with.
Yes.
Specifically, where is this at? No. Let's combat tasks. I'm looking for where this is at, and I'm not seeing it. So special damage. So if you succeed in your attack roll with with one or more success icons, which is the rune, you can trigger one or more special results. Any weapon can do a heavy blow. You can also do a piercing blow, and so those are the two options you would have with your bow. So a heavy blow is you hit the opponent with great force. You spend your success icon to add your strength rating to your endurance, or to the damage towards their endurance. Or a piercing blow is you can spend one success icon to modify your feat die by +2, and if you get over a 10, then it's considered a what are those called?
Piercing blow.
That beats the injury threshold.
It beats the injury threshold, and then we have to go to checking, seeing if it's wounded or not, or in this case, dead.
I'm going to go with piercing.
Okay, so with a +2, will that get your D12 over a 10?
No, that actually gets it to 8.
Okay,
so you might want to do heavy blow instead.
Exactly, unless you have multiple.
No, on bows I only have one. I only have 2 feat dice when I'm in close combat.
Okay. So you would just want to add your strength rating to your damage that your bow does, and then let me know what that is.
The low number on the strength rating, right? The little bubbles at top.
Yes.
It's still an 8.
But
still
that's
an 8?
No, you add. So what is your damage from your bow?
I gotta find that.
Probably a 3.
Bow damage is
bow.
3. Yeah, the bow damage is 3, and then add the 2. That's 5.
Okay.
Your strength rating is only 2.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I thought you had a super ginormous strength.
No. My heart and wits are higher.
Oh, okay.
No, that would probably be Roland.
Oh, shit. My strength rating is 4.
We will double check that at break, which we're going to go to here in a minute. Let's just finish up our volleys. So that puts us at Achreon.
All right, I hit that's an 18, beats my TN, but I also have a 6 for succession, and I choose to use that for piercing, which will add +2 to my feat die, making that a 9, and I have a keen bow, so 9 is a piercing blow.
Okay, so that means then that I am rolling against your injury rating.
Yes.
Okay.
My injury rating is a 14.
14. Okay. So that's this and 3 die.
Surely he's dead.
5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 6 just succeeds. But I still take the endurance damage. So how much was the endurance?
It is 3 for injury.
3.
For the damage.
Okay. So after 3 volleys, or 3 shots into the orc, you can see that it's starting to move extremely slowly.
2 shots.
Orangeblossom, are you going to try to finish it off?
I hit the one jumping from the cart.
Throw a rock.
You're gonna shoot the one all the way throwing it at the cart, huh? Is that the plan?
That's what. How do I throw a rock?
How do I throw a
you don't
rock?
have.
I don't have a bow. I have a sword.
Oh my
so hobbits actually do have a weird throw a rock rule.
Yeah, they do. I just don't remember how to do it.
Let me see.
So while that's going on,
Yeah,
we're gonna cut the break. before we go, of course, I'm going to hop it back to Alan so he can tell you how the whole giveaway thing works. Go for it, Alan.
Which giveaway are we talking about? Is it for the code or is it for the games?
All the giveaways that you.
Okay, so
aware
so the giveaway for the code that our friends at Free League Publishing have given us to give to our wonderful guests, which is you guys. How that works is you just join us on Twitch, follow us. You also subscribe to all those wonderful things. Make sure you're here during the Twitch thing and you happen to write the word for this one is giveaway. Type out the word giveaway. We'll choose a winner during that from that. The giveaways for the games was that week that just passed. What you have to do is just hop onto our YouTube channel, subscribe, definitely follow us, leave a like on the last session, which was the session before where 3 of us killed a troll. Don't rub that in, but 3 of us did kill a troll. Hop onto that, leave a like on that, leave a comment. There were 2 winners and there were 4 games, which means there are 2 prizes still left. So now, once this session gets uploaded, you guys have the chance to jump in with your entries to get those last 2 games that are still available. And you put the 1 entry by going through, subscribing, leaving a like, and leaving a comment on this session that will be posted. And if you also leave comments on other episodes of this series or any other videos that we have on our YouTube channel, you will gain an additional entry for those last 2 games. And that's all I got.
All right. So make sure you put giveaway in there. We'll see you guys back in about 5 minutes, and we'll let you know who the 2 winners were from last week's giveaway. See you soon. we're back. Let's see. We're starting off after the initial volley of arrows sinking into the orc that's charging towards the cart, and Orangeblossom hiding quietly without having anything to attack with.
She can still throw a rock. She just can't do a piercing blow.
Oh,
there is still a throwing rock, but hobbits have a special throwing rock rule.
Oh.
So you would attack with your unarmed Bree if you want to throw.
Okay.
Which would just be
just your feet die.
Just your feet die.
Just hope for Gandalf.
Nope.
All right.
Just lobbing rocks.
You could have used a hope if you really wanted to.
With this, I need to know what everybody's whatchamacallit is. Your stance.
Rearward.
I'll be in the rearward.
Yeah, get in there early. Put them in the front.
So is everybody rearward other than Elondir?
Well, yeah, because we can't run that fast.
You can. You could move in. Can you, Nighbird? Can't she move in? Yeah, you can move in.
I will move in for close combat with this first guy.
So for people who are tuning in, the combat is a little different than it is in Dungeons and Dragons and other TTRPGs where there's a speed. This is more cinematic based, where you can move from stance based on stances back and forth as long as certain conditions are covered. Now, this specific case is a little unique. So it's more so the orcs are going to have to transition to be close range with a lot of them. But for one round, they'll at least get to stay in that rearward position as they're all being charged at. So, because Elondir is going to take the blunt of all of the orcs that are on that side. Sadly.
In that case, I'm going defensive.
It's probably a good idea, bro.
Godspeed.
Yeah, Godspeed.
Godspeed.
All right. So, anybody going forward?
That's what I need to do too, isn't it?
Yeah,
With the
because you went swords with no armor.
I have armor.
Oh, do you? Good.
Probably a bad idea.
I borrowed it from my mom.
We're gonna go,
ma'am.
So, are you charging in as well, Orangeblossom?
Yes, with my I'm just attached at the hip to my friend and her dog.
He's coming with me and my puppy.
I'm assisting.
I just look at Archon and go, there was a pile of weapons when these people decided which one to pick, and they didn't go with bow. What are people thinking?
It helps us get easier targets. Don't worry about it.
Got a Gandalf rune on the 12.
On the 12?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey.
That's an automatic. So the injury. So what is your injury rating?
Injury is 16.
Woo!
That's a serious injury threshold.
That is a serious injury.
Listen, she borrowed some shit from Mom. Mom knew her business. It's fine.
I thought you got this sword from the elves.
I know I did get this sword from the elves. It's the new sword.
Troll's anus.
Only 15.
Only 14?
Only 15.
Yeah.
Only,
Hey!
yep. Only 15. So please tell us what happened.
She runs up, pulling out her sword and yelling very much like Merry and Pippin do, just and then runs up and then goes and swipes for like the knee, but magically gets higher and it's like the femoral artery. It's fine.
Well, you do have that medicine skill, so that would make sense.
Oh yeah, I know all the good points to hit now. Uncle Ferdinand's been teaching me.
I've only taught you one weak spot.
Surprisingly enough, you get to the point where your franticness starts swinging, but your connection to medicine has almost drifted your blade upward as you watch as this goblin just and then
Her
collapses.
confidence is just gonna explode, you guys.
All right.
Told you I was good at this.
All right.
Well, nothing for me to do here now.
Well, can
Yeah.
she move into close with another one, or is she just screws for this round?
No, technically it would be you'd be able to move in close with another one at that point.
Oh.
All right, well, we'll go to the next one then. Come on, Orangeblossom.
So you're gonna
Okay.
run off.
So the next one I can see.
All right. Nope, you stay there. Get your stuff back there, girl.
Me and
All right.
my puppers. All right.
And we might have to put some color with all your characters so that they can be easily recognized.
Mine's the rectangle.
That'll be fixed next week.
I like being a rectangle.
It's the easiest one to figure out.
Yeah.
So I 17, but one of my sixes says the Rooney thing.
Hey.
Okay, so you've got two options again. Actually, you've got two separate options this time.
Because I'm using my axe.
You're using your axe, so let me jump back over here. So axes is you can do heavy blow, fend off. Surprisingly enough, it does not show axe as being one of the piercing items.
That's more slashing. That makes sense.
It's more slashing, yeah. So you
It's
can't
definitely
actually
the hack of this hack and slash.
you can't actually do a piercing blow. So this is just you can do a heavy blow, which will add your strength rating to the damage.
Okay, well, the heavy blow then, and that would be a total damage of 8.
Ooh!
Let's go.
So, yeah, watching the Nighbird dart across the field around the cart, and as she catches eyes of the orc running at Elondir, she kind of drags the axe across the side of the orc.
Off with your
catching
head.
him off guard. Not off with the head, but close.
Okay, nearly headless.
Nearly headless.
Nearly headless.
Hogwarts
How could you
Legacy,
be
February
nearly
10th. Get it now.
Hey, don't do that.
Sponsor me.
We're not sponsored by that. Sponsor me.
But we will be.
Someday, manifest.
Manifest it. All right. That puts us
And
at...
come to the pop culture references.
Truth. That will put us with the let's see, Elondir, I guess, would be a defensive. And did you swing it and you're at open, or did you add your extra die for forward, or did you go open?
I went forward, but I added an extra die for the dog. Was there another die I should have added for forward?
Yes.
Oh, let me add that one then. Just to see what happens. Oh, that's another 6.
Okay. And
Now he's dead.
yeah, exactly.
Now he's dead.
So please describe me what happened.
Off with his head.
Yeah, so instead, redacting a
I
little
do
bit of what
circumcisions
happened.
too.
The Nighbird slides across, swings the axe upward, and you watch as the entirety of the head just and kind of floats up in the air a little bit and then rolls on the ground. That one is dead as well. Goodness gracious, you people. Ruthless.
Same just sad boy orc assassins.
Hey, I can't do anything. So the downfall is in the One Ring is I can't do anything until all of you have done your roll.
Yep.
So
And
Yeah,
your
but
shit's all
remember
gonna be
all those
dead.
really bad assassins in the other game?
They migrated.
can we not? I will throw another troll at you. And now that I understand how trolls
Kill
really
that
work,
asshole too.
now that I don't understand how trolls really work, it's gonna be different. All right. That puts us at all of our melee hit. Oh wait, no, Elondir.
All right. I'm on defensive, so I get one less die to my attack.
Correct. But I guess you're going to try to stab the one that's darting out of from underneath the cart to stab you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Does he need to ask?
No.
I really hope that I hit him. And I hit him with a little bit of hope.
So do you have to spend hope before you roll, or can you do it after you roll?
You're supposed to.
Okay.
Did you at least get the Achilles tendon?
I just got him regular.
So I will say you didn't roll a Sauron though, right?
I didn't roll a Sauron. No.
Oh, okay.
Two-handed. The injury is 18.
Hey.
Wait. Oh, do you got a piercing blow?
Oh no, sorry. I don't do the injury. I do the damage rating.
Damage,
right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 5 damage.
5.
That's pretty tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get a rune. Then it would have been 11.
All right. So yeah, as the orc jumps out at you, it does not catch you off guard at all. You draw your blade and you slash it across, a nice little mark across the chest. Or, yeah, we'll go with chest. That puts us at our. Now I want to verify this because it's been a little bit of time. Does anybody in the close range go before you in rearward, or do you automatically go before all of the adversaries? Does anybody know?
I believe it's all the heroes go first, and then the villains go.
Okay.
That's the way we decided.
And us in rearward can't be hit by anyone unless it's like someone that's actually shooting a ranged attack.
Correct, unless they get in close combat. Just a reminder. All right, so that goes to our range people. Our rearward.
Yeah, you might want to come forward because they're all on the other side of the cart now.
Now we're elven trained archers. We're in good shape.
Yeah, I'm hitting them from back here.
Yeah, you guys can hang out up there. I think I'll just stay back here.
So I need to know who you're shooting at because there could be potentials for disadvantage or for
I want to try and shoot that one guy in the butthole that's under the wagon.
Oh yeah, you're definitely going with a ill favor on that one.
Never mind. I'll just shoot.
Wait, Matt rules?
I'll just shoot this guy back here. Because if I can, how do I ping stuff?
Just hold down the button.
Yeah, this guy back here. I want to shoot that guy.
Okay.
And I'm even going to spend a little hope, even though it's completely unnecessary, to see if I can wound it.
Hey.
All right.
Because I have a billion hope. 7. 17 with 1 success. And I'm going to spend that to make it a piercing blow.
Okay.
And that takes me to 9 on the dice, which is with my keen bow is enough.
Okay.
My
so how much?
14.
Okay, and how much was your endurance on that? It's 3?
3, yes. Not very much.
Could you still do your endurance?
Yes.
That's 11, 15, 16, 17.
Yep, you're good.
Okay. Arrow comes high and out of nowhere and is right into the meat of the orc. It goes crazy, but gets angry and charges at the Nighbird. That goes for Archeon to finish up the heroes.
This one right here in front of Nighbird
is dead.
That one's dead. That's
It's
why
dead?
there's a wounded marker on it.
Dead.
Yep.
Worse than that,
Okay.
dead, Jim.
So you've got this one, and you've got this one, and you've got this one at ill favor because there's no way you'd shoot it without some sort of craziness.
A Patriot arrow.
All right, so this one is closer to Nighbird. I'm gonna shoot this one right here.
Okay.
All right.
And
He
he's
said
already taken some
Elondir
damage.
on you, bro.
I'm gonna take a picture of this because you're gonna think it's horse shit.
Oh, here we go. Did you get the the D12, or did you get the 12?
No, so I got a 9, so I have a keen bow. That's a piercing blow.
Right.
But I have 3 pips.
Woo.
All 3 are 6s.
Hey!
Okay, so you have 3 options then. I mean, you can continue to increase that spell or that ability, or you can add your strength 3 times to that attack.
I'm gonna add my strength 3 times to that attack.
Yeah, fucking
Yes.
kill him.
Right. So what is that total for you?
So the
bow?
damage from the bow is 3, and then each one
Is your
1, 2,
strength
3. My strength is another 18 on top of that. My
Good.
strength is
Holy
6.
Get fucked, nerd.
gosh. Your strength is 6?
Yeah.
He's an elf.
Holy crap. I did
So
not
fuck
realize
that
it was
guy.
My strength is a 4, dude, and I'm
Particular.
an old hobbit.
Yeah,
Mine's
we gotta,
a 3. I'm a baby hobbit.
right?
Well, I took the balance stat block for hobbits.
You're a Mirkwood elf, right?
Yes.
Oh, so you did
I did 6 in strength and 6 in
in wit.
wits. And I
But
have
then
a
your
2
heart
in
is
heart.
a 2. Okay.
Yes.
Wow. All right.
Elves are real good with bows, it turns out.
And
I
really
used
good
the
with
dice to
those.
decide
Now,
what
my
to do.
question
That
is do you
explains a
still
lot.
want to see if you killed it outright or that you killed it outright?
He's
let's go
asking
with
if you want him
yes.
to roll
Kill it outright.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll injury or not is the question.
Yeah. I want to see how bad I killed
To
it.
see if you actually wounded it, which means it was just a one shot that was real precise, and otherwise it's just well, that's a 12, 13.
I like to think you just shot him in like his wings
Ended its
and he
poor-
bled out
Poor existence.
slowly.
13 plus 9.
Is the word javelin etched on your arrows?
You say 14 plus 9? That's 23.
Yeah, that one.
He
Yeah.
succeeded.
Succeeded from
Yeah,
the
he definitely
peers.
succeeded.
He just
But he
bled
had
out
a
from his weenus.
21 points of damage.
21 points of exhaustion. So really, it was just you hit him in the lungs, and as he slowly ran, he just kind of couldn't make it.
Expired.
Yep, expired. He's going to keep running
Man.
and then kind of expire there.
These orcs are real sad boys.
Right. And Orc's turn.
we're just badasses.
Orc's turn. That's 2 orcs, and one's going to go there, one's going to go
It's
there.
gonna kill. It's gonna kill our ranger.
Elondir, first one. That's
I'm
going to be.
I'm on defensive too, so one less. down
Yes,
for
so I
you.
take one down. So my let's see here. And I gotta make sure on this it's my is it 3? Yes. Okay, so I'm at 2, and I'm gonna burn a hate to get an extra 1.
He's in his feels about that 525,600 damage.
11.
How do we measure?
Dead ass orc.
13. And that does not succeed.
Nope.
I don't think that even hit the old fucking
Again, the
hobbit
60.
in the back.
And then the
I just look at
Nighbird,
the pathetic.
-1 because I have my dog with me. So take away 1
Oh
die.
dear God.
Oh, the heck with this. I'm going to use another hate on that one. They hit 3, so that's ooh. 12,
Of course.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
What's your parry?
16.
Parry's,
Uh-oh.
yeah. So I need you to we need to do your injury.
No.
Can I attempt
No.
I'm
attempt
dead.
something?
Attempt for what?
I have in defensive. I have a combat task. I don't know how close I am, but I could do a protect companion.
And what does that do?
I roll for battle, so if I beat my TN number, then I think I can block it.
So I believe that's only the case if you would have chose that as your your combat ability. So like you wouldn't have attacked then.
Gotcha.
Makes sense.
So, yeah. So injury rating is 16. So I need you to try to beat a 16.
Okay, with what dice?
So that is
Protection dice?
it should be your protection dice, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it? What's in your protection dice column, Bam?
Yeah, your feet die and whatever your protection is.
Never calculated, so I don't know.
What armor are you wearing?
The leather corselet.
That's what I wear, so you get 2 dice on top of that.
Yeah, you get 2 die for protection. That's why I wear 2.
A feet die and 2 d6s.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to start wearing glasses. This sucks. 13.
Oh, no.
13.
Am I dead?
No, thankfully heroes get 2 wounds. However,
Thankfully.
the blade, die just jabs into you, and you feel the blade go into your torso, and then it comes out parts of the back.
Alright,
It draws out, and it's just
I need to
covered
look
in
at
blood.
So, team, we
Uh,
killed a troll. Why are these guys getting wounded all the time? Like, we fought a troll and we were fine. They fought like 4 goblins and almost died.
We're experts.
So if you take a second wound, you would then
Be dead.
Is that a piercing blow?
Yes.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I can actually. The dog can take it for me.
Fuck you, dog.
And then I can go John Wick on him.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You're going to let your dog die?
If that's what you're really gonna do, because dogs won't have 2 wound.
Let them mess up your car too.
Yeah, so as the well, technically the image doesn't have the Nighbird with the dog next to it, so this is the after image apparently. Yeah, so the dog having the primal sense, animal senses to jump in front as the orc dives forward, goes through the dog, and you hear the yelp as it slams down. It draws the blade back and looks really menacing at you, getting ready to swing again. Next turn. I mean, it's the truth.
I don't think there's going to be a next turn for him.
Yeah, I have a feeling not. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna make that note because that's gonna be fun. Actually, you know, we're going to do that right now because that is something that would affect you immediately.
Oh no.
I need you to roll me a shadow roll.
You know who else is in that vicinity that really loves animals?
I do. Yeah, you know, that's a good point. Thank you.
How dare you're
Whose
supposed to
team
be
are
on
you
our
on?
side.
Whose team are you on?
I'm on the team of Fun RP. That's the team that I'm on.
Yeah, so I need both
Grief is fun.
Orangeblossom. I would say Orangeblossom, Elondir, and Nighbird to all roll me. Let's see, this one, because it's Dread, is going to be Valor.
Let me just tell you,
no.
are you saying is
Oh, no.
trauma fun? Like, Frodo's entire character is just being sad
Just
about having to
trauma.
do literally anything.
You're right.
That's why he is the inferior hobbit to Bilbo.
Again, it's been like a month and a half. Remind me the dice again.
Okay, so your Valor die, so whatever your Valor number is,
Which is
I need
probably
to tell you, the D12
Is 1.
feet dice.
Is your
feet
feet
dice.
die?
Always
And
you
your-
always roll your feet die, and then whatever the amount of
Valor die.
The-
you have.
that
Valor
number
you
would
have,
be-
which should probably is just 1. Just
Yeah.
add 1 more D6.
unless you specifically leveled up Valor, you start.
Yeah, once you level up Valor.
correct.
Yeah.
Did not level up Valor.
And
Okay, so
what are we trying to beat?
your I marked
Heart,
that. Where's that? Your heart TN.
Oh, I'm good.
Oh, I'm good.
I got
She
a
got
Gandalf
nothing.
rune on the 6, but it's
Oh.
a
Dang.
17.
I got a 10, but one of them is the 6 with the dealie. So I don't know. You tell me.
So you got a 10 altogether, but you got the 6 with the dealie.
Yeah.
That's still that's a fail. So
But
put
does
down
my
that you-
6 with the dealie do anything for her?
No,
Damn.
not for Shadow.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, no. This is everybody's affected separately. So just put down on your character sheet that you have 2 shadow points.
That just means you're kind of sad.
Yeah.
You're moving away from the Bilbo side of badassery into the Frodo side of sad.
Frodo says.
Oh, there it
All
is.
right. And then the Elondir.
Yeah, I failed.
So you will also take 2 points of shadow.
Told you not to smoke the old Toby.
meanwhile, me and
This
Archeon are
causes
just
me
like,
to light up the old Toby.
yeah. Me and Archeon are just like in the back, like, wow, that fucking dog got killed. That was pretty sick, bro.
I was like, I can't believe it. I can't believe that
I
James
figured
is gonna
you
get
two
his
wouldn't be
canceled
able
in
to
episode
see
5.
it.
Yeah.
I figured you two couldn't see it, so I'm gonna make you two roll for shadow as well. Then
What? Okay. I don't.
you saw it.
It was Matt's idea. Just remember that.
I rolled the Gandalf room in 4, so I'm good.
Of course you did.
Of
Matt,
course.
Start making you take pictures every time. You're like,
I
Gandalf,
want a dice camera on my dice box just because it would be really funny.
Gandalf, and a 6. I'm gonna take a picture of it right now.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, you both succeeded, so neither one of you would take your shadow points. But yeah, the sighting of an animal being killed by an orc just catches everybody off guard, as you some of you have taken much more against that than others. Others can kind of shake it off, but that moves us into round 2. So
Nightbird's gonna
Who
be real sad about that.
yeah, so who's going? Anybody changing their position?
nope, I'm still in forward close combat. Just
Okay.
as Orangeblossom.
And Orangeblossom, are you going to team up with Elondir or Nighbird?
Orangeblossom, Elondir needs the help with that.
Okay.
You're gonna
Yeah,
roll over to Elondir.
I'm gonna like dart behind the cart and like scoot my way around it, and then I see him there. I'm like, oh shit.
All right, so Nighbird first, as you're running across the field to help Elondir. So Nighbird,
I'm adding
yeah, good.
23.
Oh,
That definitely hits. The John Wick is activated.
Yeah.
John Wick is
did you get any
Activated.
6s, Pam?
Did you get any 6s?
I did not.
Oh, well, it happens.
That's a quick add then. Actually, what did you get on your?
Beat die,
Yeah,
10.
Oh, that's Pierce.
that's a Pierce.
Hey.
I told
We'll take
you.
it.
Apparently, John Wick activated. So, all
But
right,
I'm
and
using an axe, so is it a heavy blow? Or is it also piercing?
No. So it's considered a wound. Like it's a.
Oh, a piercing wound.
It's not called a pierce. It's a like a wounded blow. Is pretty much what you're
Yeah.
trying to create a wound.
You like cracked his armor, basically.
Yeah. Or took
And I
off his
crack
head.
his chest instead.
His what?
Crack his chest instead.
I mean, it's possible. You
Maybe.
tell me how it goes. If he loses, you tell it how it goes. Let's see here. 9, 5. Nope. Never mind. Sorry. That's not
My injury is 18 with one hand.
Oh no, I got a 20.
Okay, can I say I used it two-handed?
No.
Let's just pretend that that I did that thing.
Let's just pretend I added the extra hand at the end. You know, hey, yeah.
Well, the damage is 6.
All right. And that one has been hit. No, has not been hit yet. All right. It has been hit now. All right. Trying to get some revenge back. Orangeblossom. Going sneaky around the cart, and you see the orc hiding, or well, diving up to get Elondir and missing, but standing there. So, what you doing?
I think I missed. Hang on.
Oh no.
I missed.
Oh.
More of a startle.
Look on your face.
More of a startle than anything. Just
Yeah.
not realizing there was enough.
Didn't think it was
Okay.
going to be that close.
Right? And this one's nasty looking too. It's like skinny, like almost like gaunt and discolored and jagged
That's
teeth.
like which one was it? That gets startled and and starts trying to backpedal all of a sudden.
Elondir, since you're the only other one in close combat.
All right.
Come on, Elondir.
I'm open.
Okay.
All right, that is an 18.
18. Does that beat your?
That beats my TN.
There you go.
Hooray!
Hey.
So he's going to take 5 damage.
All right. He already took 3. That puts him at 8. All right. Archers from the heavens, go.
Oh.
I'm gonna shoot that one man that Nighbird's fighting in the butt.
All right.
Very specific called shot.
Very specific called shot. Take it with ill.
Is that like 8 balls?
Take it
in
with
front
ill
of Pop?
favor.
Okay, so it's just a straight roll, is what you want, because I'm favored.
If you're really aiming
Yeah, I'll
for
do
it,
it.
but,
I don't give a shit, James.
All right, go for it. Yeah, go for
You know
it.
the way Matt rolls, it's not going to make a difference.
13, it's a 17, and it cracked. Rolled a 9 on the.
All right, shoot it.
So roll your injuries.
Right.
3
Oh
damage.
yeah, that's right.
I don't have a very high injury, so you're probably fine, but still.
7, 15, 19.
Yeah. But he takes 3 damage.
3 damage, and that one already has
Do I get anything special for
6.
hitting him in the butt?
No.
Boo.
Other than the fact that you watch him jump a little bit. And...
Glutamus maximus.
That's good enough.
All right. And then that puts us at finally Achreon.
All right, I will do a there's still another attacking Elondir,
No,
right?
you've got one here next to Nighbird, and you have one here next to Elondir.
Right.
And this
I'm
one
gonna
is hard. This one you can
hard to
barely
hit.
see, so that's going to be ill favored.
All right, so at first I'm going to do what's called prepared shot. Usually that takes an entire action to do, but since I have deadly archery, it lets me do it as a secondary action.
Yeah.
So I get to roll a scan check.
Okay.
Right.
They're up there fighting for their lives. Me and Achreon are back here. Watch, I can shoot this one in his butthole. I can shoot that one behind the cart.
And if I succeed, which I believe I did,
All against
He's
your
being
ability,
very
so-
stealthy.
it's a 20. So I beat my wit score, which is a 14, and I have a 6, which is an additional success. So for succeeding, I get an additional D6 to my attack roll, as well as each additional succession I get 1 additional die. So I have 2 additional dies to my attack roll.
Okay. Do you have enough die for that?
Kelly,
Maybe? That's
They're D6s.
five
If you don't
D
have
six and
8,000, something's wrong with you.
yeah, this is gonna be.
I mean, they're D6s. It's not like you. Could
Yeah,
just
there
grab
should
another
be
D6.
800,000 of them in the vicinity.
Okay, so
I think he's
Or
trying to
just
use
roll
specific.
them multiple times.
I mean, that could be a way to do it too.
That's this. That's the alright. That's
We have to remember though, poor Alan has to get very close to the dice to read them.
yeah, I have horrible eyesight. All right, so I have a 10.
This is why it vanishes off the screen as soon as every time.
That's a 31 to hit, and I have a 9 on my feet die, which is a piercing blow.
And that's
I
your
have-
lowest. Hey, hold on. Did you ill favor it or no?
I did.
So your
I did
low,
ill-favor
your
it.
lower of the two is a 9.
Yeah, I had a 10 on the other one.
Oh Jesus!
Sad boy killed a dog and then died.
So then, and I have two successes, which is 2 6s. So I want to do heavy blows for those.
So that's another 12. That's 15 damage. He's fucking
Yeah.
It's 15 damage plus whatever they roll for
injury.
piercing blow.
9, 6, 15.
Yeah, they beat it. It's a
18,
14.
Yeah, 20.
Does it matter though?
It doesn't. No, there's no way. So it's like you watch as the two of you are fighting. You just see the arrow come like through the slits in the cart, and you just go right into the orc as this thing just collapses on the ground.
When I look
Huzzah!
at Ferdinand, I wasn't even trying to hit that one.
And you were just shooting at a wagon? Why were you just shooting in a wagon?
I mean, because sometimes the wagon's wheel was off, so I assumed.
What's wrong with you?
Large bloomers said that the wagon was the evil thing.
Goodness.
No, she didn't.
All
She said
right,
it was broken.
and that brings us to the final orc, who is going to attack once again to the Nighbird. I mean, at least I can't kill the Nighbird this turn.
You could,
Good.
maybe.
No, because it would just wound her. She's not wounded right now. The dog is. Well, the dog's dead.
No,
Maybe I can-
it's the
maybe
dog.
I can fix it.
I really hate saying that, but
Maybe I can fix it.
maybe. Probably not.
Well, I mean,
it's gonna be
In this debate, James, there's two teams. There's teams I want that dog to die, and team I want Ferdinand to fix that dog. It seems like you've come firmly down on team I want that dog to die. So that's on the internet
Also-
for you.
Happy
No,
There's
it's not
also
for
a
me.
team. There's also a team. I don't want to get canceled. Let's not kill.
yeah. Let's not kill the dog.
I mean, you're
Because
the one that said you
audience
wanted
want-
the dog to die.
Because everybody else doesn't, so that's okay. We'll just won't let the dog die.
No old Miller here.
Well, the problem isn't that. The problem is that now makes it so that there is no There's no reason for why she has gained her
No,
shadow.
the dog has to die.
The dog.
I mean, that's
Mhm.
for the story. The dog has to die.
No.
Right.
I mean, can't you just get
The
another
shadow
dog?
can go away.
I,
I mean,
I
I
have
can-
to go all the way back home to get one because it's a hound of the Mirkwood.
What the hell? I can pick up a fucking rock and kill somebody with it. You have to go back and get a new dog. That's incredibly unbalanced.
They all live around the Mirkwood. You know,
I
they
will say
just
though,
don't raise them
the
anymore.
orc, after seeing all of its friends or its companions dead, is startled and misses tremendously against the Nighbird.
Well, yeah, because he's definitely gonna die.
Yeah.
He's
kidding himself.
Yeah.
Now there's 3 of us against him.
Right.
At least one of us is
Uh,
gonna.
I mean, 5, but yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna
But
say
you
if he
guys are
doesn't
way
make
the
it
hell
out,
out there.
if he doesn't make it out alive, he is running for the hills. Heads up.
Damn, I
You
don't
can try.
think you guys are way back there. I shot this man in his butthole. And didn't even do anything. It was just to show off.
And I shot through 2 holes and hit a man in his ass, and I was aiming at the wagon.
But you've made
That
it
was his
canon that
goal.
you did that on accident.
That's fair.
that you did that.
Imagine if I do it on purpose.
All right. So, I bet round 3. let's go with anybody who's going forward.
Of
Forward
course.
stance. Yeah.
Should we go forward?
Attack. Forward. No, you're always rearward.
Just surround this guy. Man, that's a shadow point if we all just surround him and execute him.
Oh, do the shadows affect any of the dice? Or no?
No,
Eventually.
not yet.
Not yet. Okay. I just figured I should check.
Yeah. And since somebody has finally gotten shadow points for next week, we need to look and see what people's path of shadow is. So
I think I should have chosen the other color. They're hard to see.
You know, I was wearing. I'm pretty sure that my eye doctor sent me the wrong contacts for like an entire box because I got my new box and put them in. I was like, "Holy crap! I can see again." Like I couldn't read my computer for like 6 months.
what?
Well, I
That's-
got a 19 and the feet die is an 8.
Did you get a?
I don't have any 6s.
No, then it's just the endurance,
Just 6, which is still pretty freaking good.
which is still enough to kill it.
Yay!
Yep. So, taking the as the exhausted and butthole abused orc tries to run, you take the axe and slash it in the back, and the blood goes everywhere, and the orc.
Right before he dies, he goes, "Please, I've got a family back home. I've got 40 little goblins back at home that I've got to take care of.
My
Please don't
dog.
kill me.
Not that
Dog,
one.
he bit my youngest when we were in the woods a while back. I was just doing it to protect him."
This goblin was not. He was trying to run for his life, and the Nighbird cut him down.
Trying to get back to his family.
Efficiently.
Trying to get back to the family. Well, not really efficiently, but
Wasn't
directly.
able to leave. Yeah, directly.
Yeah, I mean,
Man.
it's also been, it was shot, or it was cut once already,
In the
and shot
butthole.
once in the butthole, and then it was.
So is
Needs to see his
anybody
proctologist.
is anybody hurt?
Just my puppy.
Okay, I'm gonna go look at the dog.
Okay, so because it is a Hound of the Mirkwood, I'm just going to read this part out because I had read that
Go for
earlier.
it.
A wounded hound is considered to be out of combat for the remainder of a scene and will return at your side at the start of the next session if you succeed in a healing roll. On
Okay.
a failure, the hound won't recover until the beginning of the next adventuring phase.
Okay.
Can I heal him for you, or do you have to do it?
I think I have to do it.
I
Okay.
think she would have to do
Wish
it.
me luck.
Oh no.
Are you good at healing?
I have 2 pips,
Okay, good.
and
I
it's
want to also run up and give a piece of hope for inspiration because I hope this puppy doesn't,
You're giving,
Because he
so
has
you're
a-
giving her one of your hope.
give my one of her hopes. Yep, I can do that. I believe
Okay.
I read somewhere.
so
I
that's
think I read
another
somewhere.
D6, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Unless it's nighttime or in the forest.
And your healing is against your heart, Tia.
I think I should have spent a hope too.
Oops.
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
No. Aw.
Oh no.
Well, he's just wounded. He's coming back. He comes back at
Yeah.
the beginning of the adventuring phase.
Yep. So
So he's out of
after-
commission for the time being.
I see.
Oh,
I,
shit.
Ferdinand sees her go up and just start like rubbing dirt in the wound. This guy's no, please.
He's just dry. It would be water.
So sadly, just a heads up on how long the adventuring phase is going to take is you won't get
A very
the
long time.
dog back until after you arrive in Isengard. So
You know what we're doing? You guys are taking the hobbits to Isengard. To
Taking the hobbits
Isengard.
to
Taking the hobbits to Isengard.
God. The hobbits,
Has
the
anybody
hobbits, the
seen
hobbits, the
Treebeard?
Man, that dog's got like a 14-inch hole in it. That seems really bad. Is he gonna be okay?
It'll take him some time.
What's his name?
Rengar.
Okay. I'll call him Puppy.
What?
If you guys never noticed, all of my characters mispronounce people's names just as a character quirk. That's so that I don't have to remember names. I don't like taking notes.
Well, that was intense.
Are you okay?
And you watch as she's like standing next to the wheel, like over here, just quivering in
Shell
fear.
shock. Huh? The orcs are dead.
Yeah.
Where's your dad?
Back at the village?
What? I thought you said they had him in a cage over here or something.
No. Back at the village, the orcs have taken over the village.
Oh, and you said there were a dozen of them in total?
Yes.
Well, we killed 6 in 3 minutes. We got this, guys.
Well, we're not strong hobbits.
Well, I mean, we did pretty good.
I mean,
Just
takes
all,
a little
not all
practice.
hobbits like these ones? And I point to Ferdinand and Orangeblossom.
Ferdinand rolls up his sleeves and just has mega guns. From just decades of shooting a bow.
Yeah, jacked, Yeah. The 8-pack underneath the tunic.
Well, Ferdinand is actually based on Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah,
So have you seen when Iroh takes his robe off and he's just this jacked man underneath?
Yeah.
Like Boomy, he just looks old and then he flexes a little bit. He's just mad.
Yeah.
So if we heading back is a little bit more of an issue. There's a lot more, and we need to get to my parents so that we can get them untied before. Otherwise, Kothug, their chief, he'll execute them.
Mm. This Cold Hug, he sounds like a real nightmare.
Cold Hug.
Don't worry though, we'll take care of it.
He's easy to spot. He'll be the one with the giant red paint all over the side of his face.
Swear to God, I thought you were going to say giant red ass like a baboon.
I don't think I've ever looked. He also wears a lot of armor. So, and he's bigger.
Yeah,
Bigger
I'm
than
assuming.
these.
I'm assuming after the performance these guys gave, they're all going to be a lot bigger next time.
most of them are about this size. Kothug kind of just keeps them under control.
Well, glad that everyone is okay, other than Puppy. But Puppy, I feel, will be better at some point. Nighbird, do we need to take Puppy with us, or should we leave him in the boat, or...
We'll leave him with the boat
Okay.
so he can rest.
Well done, everyone. Orangeblossom, you did well.
Told you I'm not useless.
No one said you were useless.
Shh. We have a bit of a trip. We should probably get on the road.
All right.
Well, on the trail. We don't really have a road.
Are these orcs guarding your village, or are they just stationed inside where they're not paying attention to their perimeter?
You're slipping into Savanor there a bit.
It's a multiverse of madness.
I mean, they don't really guard per se. They're just always around, and the ones that are still there that haven't ran away. But they've captured a couple of the families, and they pretty much use them as, ways to get the rest of us to do what they ask.
What could they possibly have you all doing?
Some of them are gathering food. Some of them are building large, mud huts. I don't really know what else. It's just we just do what they tell us to do. And I'm just supposed to come out here and see if I can find the travelers that come down the river with supplies and coax them to go get the cart. They promise if I do that, then my mother and my father won't die.
Well, it sounds like it's time for us to go rescue your ma and pa and do a bit more orc hunting.
Look, you shouldn't get excited about a trip to go kill things. That's a little fucked up.
What is this? What is this?
I don't
They might
like how
have
that's going.
useful tools that we
But
could
that's looting, and
pilfer
we're not
from
here
them.
to just loot and steal. That's what orcs do.
But if it's from an orc, then it was probably already stolen. Is it stealing?
Yes, because that's still someone else's things. You are repurposing.
What if I put
them.
something back,
No,
like a trade?
no, you should try
What
to
if
find
you
the
put it
owner of
back?
the things.
I don't
What?
know. An acorn. I don't know. I'll just
An
try
acorn?
something.
This is real jacked up
values
what
them.
you're doing here. This is
Trade
It's banditry. I mean,
from orcs.
This is
It's
what
not-
you teach your niece.
this is
That
the real
acorns are
world.
the equivalent to trade.
This isn't some kind of story. You can't just give them an acorn and be like, "Oh, we made a trade." That's not what sensible people do.
Isn't it?
You can take things if you need them, but remember that they belonged to someone else before.
I have a feeling we're going to gather a lot of shadow points. by the end.
I think Orangeblossom is already lost to the shadow.
Orangeblossom,
Bilbo
let's
took
do
some
a
things.
shadow check,
My
shadow
precious.
test, wisdom.
I'm fresh.
Bilbo was given things. He didn't take things, really.
What?
He found the precious.
He took one thing,
And he killed the thing to take
and
more
he didn't
things.
really take that. He found it.
Oh, yeah, I think I'm fine. What am I trying to beat? Heart?
It is
Oh.
going to be
that seems right.
wisdom is going to be your
What's the end?
wits.
Oh, I just made it then.
Ferdinand kind of talks you back into
Knocks her off the ledge.
understanding.
Right.
Stop being a murder hobo.
What is this murder hobo?
Well, it's basically orcs.
They're
And if
orcs.
you act like an orc,
It's
then you are
orcs.
no better than an orc.
I would agree with that.
That's what separates us, you see, is we take things only if we need them from people who have stolen them, and then we try to find the owners of said thing. Or, I mean, and in this world, most equipment is the same as other equipment. It's not like you're going to find some sort of magic sword or some sort of weird magic whistle or something. I
Hooray.
mean, it's a sword is a sword is a sword. I mean, it's all the same.
I think he's full of shit.
Oh, so are we ready, or is there more you need to discuss?
We are
maybe.
always ready.
Maybe a spot of tea before we go.
But is that your second tea?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, tea wouldn't be bad.
we can take a moment, gather our wits about us, make a plan, and then head forward.
I like tea. Can I join you for tea?
Quite good, yes.
Yes.
Just
And she,
don't
like,
ever try and
dusts-
deceive us into a death trap again, or it might not go so kindly next time.
She
It
dusts off
definitely won't. I would be looking
her
for you.
outfit and sits down and any happy to help, and she starts trying to do as much as she can with, unless you're swatting her away, but
No, I mean, be careful. They're very precious to me. This set.
all right. So since we're sitting down having tea, what did bring you down the river?
We're off to see the
I think maybe it's better that you don't know, because in case we fail, the orcs would torture you to death for information, and This way you can honestly say that you don't know.
Oh. That, yeah. Yes. That's fine.
But don't worry, we are on a mission to help.
Well, that I can tell, and I'm glad that I ran into you, even though that was a bit much, what you did.
What do you mean a bit much?
I mean, normally I don't see what they take. They just take the people away, and then I never see them come back.
Oh, we should see if there's anything on the wagon that we should carry with us to bring back to the folks. Or anything that might be useful. There's nothing there?
There's nothing.
There's no
it's
lanterns,
staged.
oil lanterns, or anything like
It's
that?
staged. They
Okay.
bags with old rotten food and
Ah, I see. I thought perhaps they would leave some lanterns since they can see in the dark. See. And then we could just, throw oil lanterns lit on fire at them.
Hey, look, it's not me trying to burn shit down this time.
I want to
I
throw
don't like fire.
burning oil on things, but God forbid I pilfer a pocket.
I mean,
I'm a dead orc.
we would only do that if we were outnumbered. But yes, I mean, you see, Orangeblossom, people quite often say that orcs don't like fire. But I think that you will find that no one likes fire in the context that we're using it as orcs, because it generally means just setting them on fire, and no one likes that.
How would say
So
no?
it's really a little bit dishonest intellectually to say that orcs don't like fire. They just don't like being set on fire.
all right.
Is there a
I burned.
path? Is there a path that'll lead us to where your parents are being held that's a bit more undercover, or would be less likely to be seen?
This daytime, evening, night.
It's midday. It's
Midday.
pretty bright.
Sunny.
Not
Well,
sunny.
we can sneak.
Overcast.
Could you
Just
map
that.
out the way your village looks on this parchment?
Sure. We're right about here. Buzz everybody back over there. So you were here. I picked you up here. And my village is about here.
Mm-hmm.
The older folks, they always said that we came from the mountains. And there were others. I'd never seen another hobbit before, but there's others that went farther.
Yes, it is interesting. Have you never spoken with other people? Because the hobbits of the Shire are pretty well known. I mean, in these parts at least.
You say these parts, but I don't even know where the Shire is.
Ah, well, you should get a map.
You roll out your map.
Have you been to Rivendell or anywhere useful?
There's a few small dwarf encampments up on the mountains.
Well, the dwarves don't know their arse from a hole in the ground, you see, as far as overland navigation goes, because they live in holes.
But not hobbit holes.
No, they live in shitty holes.
And there's
that are dark and full of balrogs.
Small villages up kind of around on the outskirts of the mountains. Some are there's two more other groups of clans of hobbits or clans of us, and as you get south you start to see the taller folk like that one, and
they
points
don't
to
They don't know
Elondir.
about the Shire either. Seems
I don't know,
unlikely that rangers.
I never
don't know.
asked.
It's just more surprising to me that they didn't ask why hobbits were so far this direction.
I mean,
But either way, how are things going with you guys? Any weird undead abominations or orcs who look all weird and woogly?
No, we just have the band of annoying orcs that have decided that they liked our village, and we can't get them out.
Orangeblossom, is my thesaurus in my bag? Because I think a stronger word than annoying might be of use here. But it's okay, dear. We will take care of this for you, I suppose, maybe, or we'll die. Then we don't have to worry.
A friend of mine, if you see him on your travels, Marco, he's...
Hello.
You had to have known that was coming.
Yeah, I did. He snuck off right before the orcs took over and headed south to try to gain some sort of help. But it's been days, but I know how long that travel can be. Maybe a week from now we might have seen something, but I just got lucky and you were going down the river.
Ranger, you're from around these parts, right? You've been around here?
Yes.
I mean, were you aware that these hobbits were here?
Can I roll for it?
Sure.
Is there any need in asking?
You can roll me an I mean, it could be really a explore, a travel,
Lore, maybe.
Lore, maybe. I would say based on the fact that you're asking if he's been down here and seen it, I would say more explore.
Well, it's more if there were other rangers around here. Would he have talked to them? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
True.
I'm aware of it.
You're aware of it?
Mhm.
Success.
Oh, look at you.
And you guys...
I'm moving up just barely. I just hit my TN.
You would have known. So you've heard. You specifically have heard that there are that hobbits live in this area. Though they stay usually closer to the mountains, they kind of act more like dwarves, where they use the hills to kind of build their own their homes against the mountain instead of out in the open.
Well, I mean, we live in hills that we make.
They're dwarf fans.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They're
Fanboys.
dwarfmans.
I've traveled pretty far and have been in this area before, and no one's ever said anything about hobbits being here.
Well, the Store clan has been here for, as far as I know, quite a long time.
Very strange. Well, perhaps we can set up some sort of friendship or something to help with the relations between hobbit kind.
Oh, I mean, I'm just a young hobbit, but I'm sure once the orcs are gone, the elders will be happy to speak
Yes,
to you.
absolutely. Perhaps Orangeblossom could marry one of the people from your village to create some genetic diversity. Isn't that right, Orangeblossom?
You might want to pull that dagger out, dear.
Garnet even is
pull the
like
knife?
the two lady hobbits are standing there just like jaw dropped and
What? It's to encourage, like, surely there's someone there that you would like.
that's
Maybe
very
she doesn't
presumptuous.
like boys.
It's not presumptuous, it's just an
She
idea.
doesn't seem too thrilled by it.
I didn't say, Orangeblossom, you must get married to one of these hobbits. I said, maybe you could marry one of these hobbits and,
See steam coming out of her ears.
Maybe if
Maybe
I met
you could.
someone and we fell in love.
I'm much too old for that sort of thing, you see.
To fall in love?
Yes.
You're never too old to fall in
They
love.
get busy.
What?
Yes.
I lean over to the elf. I'm like, I don't think it's just about that.
Me neither.
Garnet kind of scoots closer to Orangeblossom. No, it seems you and I are much closer in age than the strange man.
Why are you being weird?
weird. You
Yes.
just told the lady here that you could just marry her off.
No, I didn't. I said maybe she would find someone there, and then there would be like.
I don't remember exactly. That's what you said. But...
That's exactly what I said.
He's my uncle, but my pa is still alive, so that means he can't actually do that.
No one said anything about that. I said perhaps you could marry someone there, and then we would have a genetic diversity of shire hobbits and hill hobbits.
I think you should volunteer yourself, Ferdinand.
I'm not volunteering anyone. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Sure, it's a possibility that I.
You guys are getting real defensive over something very small.
I lean over to my fellow ranger. I think it's about time we killed something soon.
Do you still have that old Toby?
Yes.
That's my secret.
I hand some over.
Always on the old Toby.
She grabs a small cup of tea and just.
Well, anyway, shall we take a rest here for the evening and then head that way, or should we go back now?
How long is the journey?
Only about maybe 2.5 hours walk.
We could time it so that we arrive closer to dusk.
Again, orcs can see in the dark.
What?
Orcs are stronger and can see in the dark at night. They like the nighttime.
I'm more concerned on the fact that if I don't get back soon, something could happen.
Wait, I thought these guys were controlling you. Those guys are controlling you too?
They're all the same guys. Like,
gonna hurt her parents.
They have my parents.
It's a lot of oversight for one hobbit, is all I'm saying.
With a lot of other people's parents.
All right, well,
And
so do we want to go
most
now?
of the younger hobbits to do what we got to do.
So do we want to go now then? Is that what I'm hearing?
I would prefer it, yes.
Okay. Ranger,
And then
can you find us a successful path?
I'm like, you turn over and you see me like lighting up an old Toby with my friend here.
That means nothing
I'm
to
gonna
us.
say no.
That means nothing to us. We spoke old Toby literally nonstop.
Not affected by
No, it means literally nothing to us.
Yes, but it affects the talls differently.
We don't know that.
it. We don't know that.
you
The
don't know
tall
that.
that we're familiar with is Gandalf, who also smokes old Toby.
Constantly.
I don't think
Right.
the ranger's lungs are cut out for it.
I think you're right. It's definitely time to leave.
Okay.
And she gets up, kind of dusts herself off and gains her own composure, and then heads off in the north, towards the northeast, towards the mountains, through what looks to be a well-traveled path, but not paved or anything of roadway. And it's very thin and kind of juts in and out between the sparse trees that are in the area. And nothing crazy happens during this time. You all are led back to right outside of a very quaint looking village, where you can see.
We're not standing in the middle of the road, are we?
No. No, it's not like a village. It's not like a road that just goes up to the village line. It's like a road that jumps. It's like a trail that comes out of the tree line and
Like a
then
game
over to
trail.
the side.
Like a fire road?
Yes,
What the hell is a fire road?
it's like a secondary
It's an
exit.
access road in a forest for fire trucks to get through when there's a fire.
Oh, we just have bush trucks here. There's just four-wheel
Yes,
drive trucks.
well, I have trees.
Well, listen, stop living in places that catch on fire.
Well, actually, we're underwater right now, but
And as you approach, you can see that for the most part, it's quiet. Though right outside where you guys kind of come up to, you start to hear, "That's it. Hit it again! Cut that tree down! And you can see off to the side next to the village, there's an orc kind of standing there with 2 others. And there's about a dozen hobbits that look extremely beaten up and just hacking away at 3 trees.
Orangeblossom, you've got to get your priorities in line. You just hacked another orc to death, and he's like, cut that tree down. And you're like, whoa!
But it's a tree.
Preserve nature. Priority number 1.
And Squeak would be upset.
Yes.
To be fair, orcs are also part of nature.
Here we go.
I think that might be a stretch.
No,
They're very, very mean
it's
and
true.
destructive.
But in fairness to them, we are very mean and destructive.
In our defense,
Just
we
saying.
we didn't take over a village hostily.
While these 2 are having their conversation, I'm going to start sneaking.
Okay. You can either
I'm following
roll
behind
me a
Nighbird.
stealth check,
No.
or you can roll me a scan check, whichever. If you're going to actually sneak up closer, or if you would like to just scan the area to see what.
Just saying, Orangeblossom, don't be so quick to dispense. Like, I'm going to end your life.
I was just aggravated by the wanton abuse of nature. I didn't mean I was going to murder.
Pass. With 1 success if anybody needs it.
I have a success as well.
All right. So the 2 of you are sneaking up closer.
I have 2
I
successes.
also have I succeeded and I have an additional success in case anyone needs it.
Okay, so
Phil,
the
do you
group
need
is
an
sneaking
additional
up.
success?
Yeah, we have 3 successes, so we're all good.
Yeah,
This
so
time
the
I
group is
actually
going to
got
sneak.
2 6s.
Hey!
Oh, look at
Yay!
that. We're good. So you kind of trace along the tree line to just about the point where you can see, and it looks like there's 1 orc that's kind of watching over them, and there's 2 more. One stands on the far end, and then one's kind of in the trees, just walking around quietly, looking around the area.
I'm gonna take that guy out.
You gonna take that guy out?
Quietly.
Okay.
I'm going with him.
Yeah, I'm also aiming at the same guy, so we make sure we take that guy out.
Okay. Yeah.
Do we get bonus
me-
points for sneak attack?
No. But if you take him out before the volley is over, then he technically will not be able to alert the other groups to the party. So the way you have it planned. So yeah, so roll me. Are you sneaking up on him and attacking, or are you shooting him?
Sneaking up.
I'm shooting.
Shooting.
They're shooting. Elondir and I are sneaking, right?
Okay, so I want, because I understand that orcs are kind of dumb, but how are 2 of you sneaking and going to attack at the exact same time while 2 arrows are going to go off at the same time?
I think it's more like
Flanking maneuver like the velociraptors.
I think it's more like Achreon and I they were like, we're gonna go sneak up and stab him, and Archie and I were like, bows? Bows.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, Achreon and Ferdinand, roll me your attack rolls.
Okay. So
I am
that
spinning a
is-
hope.
Okay. Make sure you're keeping track of your hopes.
I am.
You can't cover a mouth when you're shooting a bow.
21. 10 on the feet die, which should be a piercing blow, and I
Yep.
also have 1-6, which is
Okay.
a succession. So I'm adding heavy to that.
32.
Oh my god, that guy's dead. If he's not dead, I'm mad. I'm running away.
With a
I'm
piercing
running away
blow,
right now.
with a piercing
yeah.
blow and a succession to make it heavy.
So total points between the 2 of you is how much?
7 from my end.
For damage, it's a
So
9
You're
plus a piercing blow.
So he's taking 16 and 2 piercing blows.
You two describe me how that just went down.
Just as far as I'm concerned, just one in the back of his head from one angle and
They
one from
pop
the
out
other.
the eyes.
Just pop out the eyes, crisscrossed.
Yeah, so
So we look at each other like eyes.
Yeah, eyes. Yeah, they're like,
Yeah,
we're
so
gonna go
it's-
sneak up and take him out. We're like,
because yeah,
both?
Elondir and the Nighbird are getting ready, and they're getting closer, and then all of a sudden you hear, pew, pew, as 2 arrows go right past both of them.
Where's the
and
next one?
Straight into the orc as it collapses on the ground.
We're gonna go look for the next one.
That's a good plan.
When I went like this to you guys,
That
I'm
to
like,
me
I see
is like-
this guy is
Yeah,
not.
I was
I
like-
did not mean
Oh, he wants to
shoot in the eyes.
It's like, oh, the eyes. Okay.
Works.
And I will say with that, we are going to cut the scene for the evening. Because this is a great place for us to pick up next week. With them infiltrating the village, the Stour village. So, thank you all for coming. Thank you for hanging out with us. To our 2 giveaways from last week, that is going to go to a Richard Lobb and Justin Dios. So if either of you are in the session right now, please just ping me so that we can get those Steam accounts over to you. And our giveaway winner for the evening for the digital, it goes to Grinning Dragon Ren. So congratulations.
Hey.
Hey.
Yay! So hope everybody will come hang out with us again next week as we
What
continue
do
our
we need
story.
to send out the prize?
What's that? Oh,
What do we need?
Do
to
need
get
emails
the
to send out the Steam.
Yep. So we just need you to reach out to Ividia and with an email, and she will get that over to us, and we'll send that prize out. And to the other 2 for the, I think that's the same way for the 2 from the YouTube. So if they're not here, then those prizes will go back up on the roster for next week. So but yeah. As always, thank you all for coming. Come check us out on Wednesdays as we have our talk show, Tavern Talk, where you get to see my goofy face and I talk to amazing guests. And our wonderful artist, Breena, with our contributions from our community, creates the artwork for those characters that are brought to the table. And then next week, we'll continue the story here as long as I have internet. There's a possibility that could be wrong, but keep an eye on the social medias to find that out.
Also follow Breena on Twitch at Breena Luna Lives because she also does live art drawings sometimes.
Are you
and they're
doing
really
it
relaxing.
on Twitch still, or is it only on
It's-
YouTube now?
It's YouTube now, but I have
Just YouTube.
with the holidays I haven't been live in a minute.
Yeah, she hasn't been live in a while, but it's really relaxing to just watch her draw when she's doing
It
her
is.
live stuff.
Mhm.
And it's fantastic. Does anybody else have anywhere else that they can find any of you? Anybody want to share?
No,
I have
YouTubes
nothing
and
here.
Instagrams.
All right. Yeah,
you can find me on
check us out.
Instagram, but I won't I won't respond to you more than likely. If you post something really cool, I might. But
You
You're
can
looking
find
for
me
I
Instagram,
everywhere.
mostly
just-
just like Breena stuff. So
yeah,
Hit us off over on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. If you haven't, please, and you're here on Twitch, hop over to our YouTube and give us a subscribe. It just helps with that algorithm as we're slowly trying to grow that as well, so people can go check that out afterwards. Yeah, and if you want to come hang out with us or hang out with me tomorrow, I'll be over on Gen Con TV, like I said last night earlier, to as playing a character this time. So we'll see. Hopefully, we'll see some of you over there, and that's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch over on Gen Con TV. So, otherwise, hope you all have a wonderful week, and we'll see you again soon.